Mga higala, kumusta na napunta ni ato ang tulumanon panglantaw sa kagabion? Medyo atong oras 8:48 sa kagabion. Dira po kayo ta na late, dira po kayo ta sa iyo. Okay ra, pero dapat alas 8 mo ni, pero daghantag gipanghimo mga igsoon mo. Medyo na late tagamay ang atuang programa panglantaw sa kagabion. Pero sa dili pa nato sugdan ang atong lantugi at gihapong shout out kining atuang mga likers nga taga-sunod sa atuang programa, si Ate Maribel Alico Saison, si Ma'am Ruina Sumandag, si Igsoong Eduardo Interina, Estrella Palir Bakar, Fialona Flores Luningning, Crescencia Calago Marata, Gogong, si Gogong, o si Juliet Pakili. Tapos sa ato ang live karon no, nasa atong screen ning pops up si Kuya John Impal Sumiog. Maayong gabi kanimo diya, Kuya. Napunta ni ato ang program. Kalingaw tag hisgot-hisgot ani ato ang mga issue, no? Issue. Lingaw-lingaw lang gud ning ato pero ang usahay ang uban masuko sa ato ang gipanulti diri. Ayo lang pud mo kasuko kay lingaw-lingaw ni ato adalang tinuod, no? Kaning ato ang panglantaw sa kagabion. Kalingawan in taon ni sa inyong igsoon matagabi. Kay nangambisyon taon ninyong igsoon nga makahatag po din taon ginagmayng kasayuran, ginagmayng edukasyon sa ato ang mga followers din sa Facebook o sa ato ang YouTube channel. They say silence is an admission of guilt. But is it really? Or could silence also be a sign of dignity, a shield against baseless accusations hurled by those who refuse to see the full picture? In a world where outrage is loud and reason is often silent, we ask, when policies become unpopular, do we seek truth or just someone to blame? Karong gabion na ang mga kaigsuonan atong susihon ang usa sa labing mainit nga isyu karon, ang 19% tariff nga gisang-at batok sa imported rice ug uban pang produkto nga gipasanginlan nga nagdala og kalisod sa katawhan. Uban niini giatake sab ang unang ginbabae sa nasod or First Lady Lisa Marcos, bisan wala siya opisyal nga katungdanan sa palisiya sa ekonomiya. A tariff is a tax. Specifically, it's a duty imposed by a government on imported goods. In this case, a 19% tariff was implemented as part of a protective economic strategy. According to the Customs Modernization and Tariff Act, Republic Act 10863, tariff service to protect domestic industries, generate government revenue, and regulate the volume of imports. The intention is not to burden the poor, but to strengthen local rice farmers whose livelihoods are often threatened by the influx of cheap, subsidized rice from foreign markets. In fact, the Rice Tarification Law, Republic Act 11203, already allows for flexibility in setting tariffs to stabilize local supply and prices. But here's where it becomes controversial. Despite these legal frameworks, some have chosen to direct the anger not toward institution or agencies, but toward one woman, First Lady Lisa Marcos. Salamat sa 19%, an ironic phrase that trended on social media, was not a cry of gratitude but of sarcasm. For many, it was a convenient slogan, a rallying cry against perceived injustice. But what is unjust is not the policy itself, but the reckless assigning of blame. Wala si First Lady Lisa Marcos sa gabinete. Wala siya'y buto sa mga polisiya sa Tariff Commission. Wala siya'y gahom nga magbuot kung pila ang buhis nga ipahamtang sa katawhan. Yet her name is dragged, her face used in memes, her silence mocked as complicity. In other words, to accuse without knowledge is not wisdom, but shameful foolishness. How many have judged based on headlines, not laws? How many have blamed a figure who neither signed the order nor had the authority to do so? Manala sila ilaing issue nga mapukol sa First Lady kay nabuking na sila sa ilang issue adtong pagkamatay ni Tantoco. Under our Constitution, the Executive Department, through its various agencies such as the Department of Finance and the Tariff Commission, determines economic policy. The First Lady holds no executive or legislative power to accuse her of orchestrating tariff hikes is a constitutional fallacy, a distortion of governance structure. Sa laktod nga pagkasulti, kung naatay reklamo adto ta sa insakto nga ahensya, dili ta magbuhat og villain nga base lang sa emosyon o politika or fake news. Yes, tariffs do increase prices in the short term, but they also give breathing space to local farmers. They make our nation less dependent on foreign imports. Protectionism is not new. It has been practiced by developed nations like the US, Japan, and China. Even in the Bible, Joseph stored grain during the 7 years of abundance to prepare for famine. Genesis chapter 41. That's economic foresight, not greed. Instead of reacting with anger, we should ask, are we willing to sacrifice short-term comfort for long-term self-sufficiency? Or do we want to remain forever dependent, vulnerable to the whims of the global market? Some say Her silence is deafening. Others say she must be hiding something. But as Christ himself remained silent before Pilate, Matthew chapter 27 verse 14, not every silence is an admission. Sometimes it is a higher response to low accusations. Firstly, Lady Lisa Marcos has chosen not to dignify every insult or address every baseless tirade. In a toxic media environment where every word is twisted, her restraint could very well be wisdom, not weakness. Fake news, half-truths, and memes have become tools of influence. Ang kalibutan karon, dali ra kaayo mo tuo sa mga trending topics. But we must train ourselves to go beyond slogans and hashtags. Salamat sa 19%. Maybe catchy, but let's ask. Salamat sa unsa? Sa buhis bagyod? O sa pagpanglingla sa katawhan pinaagi sa propaganda? As citizens, our duty is to be informed, not inflamed. Let us return to the values of justice and truth. Micah chapter 6 verse 8 reminds us, what does the Lord require of you? To act justly, love mercy, and walk humbly with your God. Acting justly means not blaming the innocent. Loving mercy means holding back our condemnation when evidence is lacking. Walking humbly means recognizing we do not know everything. Mga kaigsuunan, dili kini oras sa pagpanaway kung kinsa lang. This is the time for deep reflection. Tariffs are the economic tools, not tools for vengeance. The First Lady is a public figure, yes, but not a policy maker. Before you share that next meme, before you type that sarcastic salamat sa 19% tariff, ask yourself, are you seeking truth or simply venting rage? Are you part of the solution or just another voice in the echo chamber of blame? Our country deserves better than finger pointing. It deserves discernment, justice, and compassion. Silence sometimes is not a crime, it is a choice. And in the case of the First Lady, it may just be the voice of quiet innocence in a nation too eager to condemn. Kini ang panglantaw sa kagabhion diin ang kahayag sa kamatuuran mudan-an bisan pa sa kangit. Shout out sa Dam Kaugan o Morikay, Pagadian City. Kini inyong higala o igsoon alagad Jeremias Labaho Tubigon. Sa makausapa magpahinumdom kaninyo. Sa atong pagpangandoy ug matarong at katilingban, ang kamatuuran gayud ang atong sugat. Ug sa kangit-ngit sa kasaysayan, ang tinud-anay nga pamunuan, ang labing hayag nga paglaom. Shout out Kuya John Impal Sumiog nga nagtan-aw nato karon. Kini inyong higala sa makausap pa moingon ang Dios magapanalangin ug magapanalangin ug magapanalangin kanatong tanan. Daghang salamat ug maayong gabi.